Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to everyone. We are from group 6 and what we about to present is our case study that is Samsung. My name is Muhammad Aziz and this is our team members. First is Maritus Solehah, Nur Antasha, Siti Hajar, Nur Syahira and Siti Norasyah.
Firstly, I will introduce about the introduction of Samsung. The first is overview of the case. In 2020, Samsung was widely recognized for its diverse product portfolio. Samsung also involved in the development of 5G technology. Samsung maintained a strong presence in the consumer electronic market and faced challenges due to COVID-19 pandemic. The segmentation in Samsung are consumer electronics (CE), information technology and mobile communication (IM), device solution (DS), and lastly Harman. Third is the issue of the case. First is, does Samsung need to diversify its product or focus on certain segments that are more profitable? Does Samsung need to collaborate with competitors to produce high innovative product? Does Samsung need to allocate more resources to R&D and production in smartphone and television? And lastly, does Samsung should provide training and development for their employees?
For mission statement, we aspire to make Samsung the world's greatest electronic device company for youth and adults who follow latest technology trend. We strive to remain committed in following a global code of conduct by adhering to our local laws and regulation. And we expecting the best from employees. Operating on a global scale, we actively engage in market worldwide as we are having advanced technology, great marketing strategies, and a strong supply chain. Samsung values ethics and strives to build trust and to aid in responding to a dynamic environment. Samsung knows that trust helps build relationship with customers, employees, business partners, and communities. We pride ourselves on being at the forefront of technological advancement, ensuring that our product consistently reflect the latest advancement in the industry. Our company is committed to improving both its talent and products to make the world a better place to live.
Porter's five-force model. First, rivalry among competing firms is high. The electronic industry is highly competitive with major global players like Apple. Rapid technological advancements, short product lifecycle, and constant innovation contribute to intense rivalry, emphasizing the importance of price and differentiation strategies. Second, potential entry of new competitors is low. As one of the biggest consumer electronic companies, it's hard for small businesses to enter the market as they have high innovation and capital in order to compete in the market. Because of the high interest barriers, small businesses face challenges in competing with established companies like Samsung. Third, potential development of substitute product is moderate. Some companies offer products similar to Samsung quality and there are options that are not too expensive for new players, but Samsung focus on advanced technology keeps it ahead. While there is a chance for new entrants, Samsung commitment to innovation strengthens its position. Fourth, bargaining powers of suppliers is low. Samsung collaborates with suppliers worldwide including Taiwan, China, South Korea, and Japan, reducing dependency. Low switching costs and Samsung's capability to produce key components internally further mitigate supplier bargaining power. Fifth, bargaining powers of consumer. For low switching cost device like mobile phone, the bargaining power is high because of Samsung is a business to consumer corporation. Customers also have a lot of collective bargaining power since they have a lot of alternative in terms of brand in the market to pick from, such as Apple, Lenovo, and Intel.
Next, for the competitive profile metrics, there are two main competitors for Samsung, which is Apple and Lenovo. So based on the key success factor, weight, and rating given, this is the total score of each of the company. So, based on the total score for each of the company, it shows that Samsung had a score of 3.51, positioning itself between the two rivals. Apple led with a score of 3.67, indicating superior performance in various areas and establishing itself as Samsung's main competitor and leading industry. Lenovo, on the other hand, has a lower score of 3.0, shows that they are not the main competitor for Samsung. So, the analysis suggests that while Samsung is strong, Apple outperforms it, highlighting areas for improvement. Because of that, Samsung should focus on enhancing advertising, consumer loyalty, and market share, where it scored lower than Apple. Strengthening this aspect could elevate Samsung's market position and competitiveness.
There are two types of liquidity ratio. For the current ratio, Samsung has 2.8438 times, as many assets as that in 2019. This number decreased to 2.6217 times in 2020. The ratio greater than 1 indicates that Samsung has more assets than liabilities in both years. Now for the quick ratio of Samsung has decreased slightly from 2.4241 times in 2019 to 2.1979 times in 2020. The ratio greater than 1 indicates that Samsung has more assets than liabilities in both years. For the leverage ratio, In 2019, Samsung's debt to total asset ratio was 0.0152, which decreased to 0.0122 in 2020. This decline signifies that Samsung became less reliant on debt to finance its assets in both years. Next, the debt to equity ratio in 2019 was 0.0204, and in 2020 it decreased to 0.0168. This ratio below 1 indicates that Samsung had more equity than debt in both years, showcasing a financially favorable position. Examining the long-term debt to equity ratio, it decreased from 0.0204 in 2019 to 0.0168 in 2020. The ratio below 1 suggests that Samsung maintained a financial structure with more equity than long-term debt, a generally favorable position. And the last one is the times interest earn ratio increased significantly from 10.4249 times in 2019 to an impressive 102.4763 times in 2020. This growth indicates a solid ability to cover interest expenses, reflecting both financial stability and a robust financial position. Next is activity ratio. The inventory turnover is decreasing from 25.2281 times in 2019 to 22.6951 times in 2020. This indicates that Samsung takes longer time to sell and replace inventory. Next, the fixed assets turnover is slightly decreasing from the year 2019 to 2020, which is 1.346 times to 1.3145 times. It shows that Samsung has less revenue per unit of its assets in 2020 compared to 2019. For the total assets turnover, the ratio has decreased from 0.6535 times in 2019 to 0.6261 times in 2020. The ratio less than 1 indicates that Samsung has less efficient use of assets. The accounts receivable turnover of Samsung in 2019 was 6.85 times. The ratio has decreased to 5.86 times in 2020. This implies that Samsung takes longer to collect payments from customers and indicates that Samsung has less efficient management of receivables and quicker cash conversion. The last ratio is average collection period. The ratio is increasing from 53 days in 2019 to 62 days in 2020. It shows that Samsung takes longer days to collect the payments from customers. And for the profitability ratio, in 2019, the gross profit margin for Samsung was 0.3609 and it increased to 0.3898 in 2020, marking an 8.01% improvement. This positive trend indicates a significant enhancement in Samsung's profitability. Next, the operating profit margin calculated as 0.1205 times in 2019 rose to 0.1520 times in 2020, reflecting a remarkable 26.14% increase. Samsung was able to retain 24.14 won more in operating profit in 2020 compared to the previous year. Next is the net profit margin has some increasement from 2019 to 2020, which is from 0.0944 times in 2019 to 0.115 times in 2020, representing an 18.11% growth. This improvement signifies Samsung's ability to retain a higher percentage of revenue as net profit in 2020. The return on total assets ROA increased from 0.0616 times in 2019 to 0.0698 times in 2020, marking a 13% growth. This positive signal for investors and stakeholders indicates Samsung's effective utilization of resources to generate profit. Next, the return on stockholders' equity ROE increased by 16%, rising from 0.0826 to 0.0956. This demonstrates that Samsung generates more profit from the money invested by shareholders, showcasing a favorable financial performance. For the earning per share EPS, it grew from 27.94 in 2019 to 33.94 in 2020, indicating a 21% increase. This suggests that Samsung is generating more profit per outstanding share of its common stock, making it an attractive investment. The last one is the price earning ratio, which it has decreased from 28.5 times in 2019 to 18.21 times in 2020, representing a 36% decrease. This suggests that investors have lower expectations for Samsung's future earnings or may have concerns about its performance. And the last ratio in this financial analysis is growth ratio. In 2020, Samsung experienced a notable growth in sales, increasing by 3%. This positive trend in revenue indicates a healthy expansion in the company's business operations. And next, the net income of Samsung surged by an impressive 21% in 2020. This significant growth is a positive sign for shareholders, creditors, and other stakeholders, showcasing the company's profitability. The last one is Samsung's earning per share EPS also increased by 21% in 2020. This signifies that Samsung is not only growing its overall profit, but also generating more profit for each outstanding share of its common stock. This is a favorable indicator for investors and reflects positively on the company's financial performance. There are four types of strategies in SWOT matrix. The first one is SO strategy. The first strategy of SO is to utilize R&D investment to satisfy the demand for medical products due to quality healthcare and aging population. This is taken from strength 4 and opportunity 2. And second is improving and investing more in the technology industry in the 5G ecosystem, and it is taken from strength 8 and opportunity 5. The third technology is to increase the production of lifestyle TVs globally, and taken from strength 7, opportunity 1, and also 7. And the last one in this strategy is to focus on advertising the 5G products to dominate technology market, and this is taken from strength 2, strength 10, and opportunity 5. Moving on to the SWOT matrix analysis, the first one is Samsung's SO strategy focused on medical R&D, 5G technology, global TV production, and targeted advertising position to capitalize on market trends and strength for sustained growth and competitiveness. The next one is WO strategies involve managing the debt to total assets ratio to align with digital transformation in the semiconductor market, but also focusing on training programs, product trends, and 5G innovations to address weakness and capitalize on opportunities for sustained competitiveness and innovation. Thirdly, Samsung's ST strategies entail leveraging telematics leadership to support Harman's automotive division during COVID-19 and diversifying its product range, hiring professionals, and investing in R&D to address market shift and sustain long-term competitiveness. The last one is the WT strategies focus on enhancing client relationships in Harman to offset COVID-19 impact and using semiconductor innovation to reverse declining sales, showcasing a strategic response to internal weakness and external threats for sustained growth.
I will continue the presentation for space metric. For financial position average and stability position average, we got positive 6 and negative 1.8. For competitive position average and industry position average, we got negative 1.6 and positive 6.4. This is the calculation to be plotted in the graph. For x-axis, we got positive 4.8 and y-axis, we got positive 4.2. This is the graph after we plotting the coordinate. Based on the position of x and y, the directional vector fall in the aggressive quadrant. This indicates that Samsung's financial position is stable and competing in a high-growth industry. Samsung can take integration strategy, for example, backward, forward, or horizontal. Intensive strategy, for example, market penetration, market development, and product development, and diversification strategy. Samsung can reach new customer by introducing existing product in unexplored market.
Next, I'm present about BCG metrics by division. Based on every segment revenues, profit, and percent profit, and leading industry revenue, we find relative market share and industry growth rate for the four segments. And with that information, this is relative market share position for the each segment. The four segment is in star position. So for the segment consumer electronics CE, the BCG position is stars, and they can make market development and product development strategy. So the implementation that Samsung can do is they can expand their presence in medical equipment in region with growing healthcare needs such as Nigeria and Department Republic of Congo. As these two countries are the top 5 countries with the most need in better healthcare. Samsung can make new home appliance products that are more eco-friendly such as solar powered washing machine or energy. For the information technology and mobile communication IM, they can make strategy product development and market development. Samsung can invest in R&D to develop a new product line. For example, Coffee Lover, which is a smart coffee machine that has advanced feature and is powered by AI that will make it easier to use. Samsung also can target new customer segment such as gamers, with gaming smartphones such as Samsung S23 Ultra that has superior processor, cooling system, large storage space, and many more. Samsung also can expand the phone to China since they have a large number of gamers in the country. Next segment is device solution DS and Harman both in stars position. So the strategy that DS can make is market development and product development. So implementation, Samsung can collaborate with other brands and influencer to reach new audience and enhance brand image. Samsung also can focus on cutting edge technology because the market can shift quickly. So Samsung needs to constantly adapt and innovate to maintain its position. For Harman, they can make product development and market development also. Harman can focus on cutting edge feature and technology in their connected car system and speaker, audio and visual product and enterprise automation solution and service. Harman can focus on introducing existing product to new market. Harman can utilize new distribution channel like online platform or different retail channel to reach a new audience.
Next, for their e-metrics, based on the percent revenue, percent profit, IFE and EFE score that we had calculated before, the position of every segment is shown on the table. The table shows that IM segment was positioned in quadrant 1, while Harman segment was positioned in quadrant 2. CE and DS segment, in the other hand, were both placed in quadrant 4. So overall, all of the segment was positioned in grow and build region, show that they have a strong position in the company. So, based on the region of every segment, there are several strategies that Samsung may consider. Firstly, for CE segment, Samsung may use a product development strategy to increase sustainability effort by expanding eco-friendly activities, and Samsung also can capitalize on the success of bespoke technology in digital appliances. For IM segment, Samsung can use the product development strategy by enhance the security and privacy features on IM devices, which emphasize data protection for customers, and using market penetration strategy by build an exclusive partnership with key retailers or telecom operators to create special offers or exclusive deal for Samsung product and increase the brand visibility. Next, for the DS segment, Samsung should use a product development strategy by consider continued advancement in semiconductor technology, particularly in extreme ultraviolet UV lithography and 6th generation B9. And they can also increase the accessibility of foldable products to tap into the growing market for innovative smartphone design. Lastly, for Harman segment, Samsung can use a product development strategy by invest in the development of advanced connectivity solution for connected system, and also using this strategy to expand the product portfolio of consumer audio devices, particularly in the portable Bluetooth speakers and earphone segment.
Next, the Grand Strategy Metric. Samsung is positioned in the first quadrant of the Grand Strategy Metric, denoting an excellent strategic position. High internal factor evaluation and external factor evaluation scores, along with an aggressive pace matrix and star position in the BCG matrix, indicate strong performance and growth potential. This recommends Samsung pursue aggressive strategies for expansion and development in its favorable market position. There are several suggestions that Samsung can consider as being in the quadrant 1. First is market penetration. Samsung can collaborate with global celebrities for product endorsement, increase brand visibility through integrated marketing campaign and exclusive event. Second, horizontal integration. Samsung explore partnership with competitors like Apple for joint research and innovation, leading to the introduction of advanced product and mutual sales growth. Third, related diversification. Venture into the electronic vehicle market by collaborating with or acquiring company in the electronic vehicle industry, leveraging Samsung's expertise in the electronics for business expansion. Fourth is market development. Samsung can enter the Chinese market by customizing products to align with local preference, tapping into China's vast and growing consumer electronics demand. And the last one is backward integration. Invest in or acquire companies like AAC Technologies to secure a stable supply of critical semiconductor components for Samsung's electronics device, and this ensure better control over the supply chain and product quality.
In QSPM, we make 3 alternative strategies for moving forward. The first strategy that we choose to resolve the issues is make collaboration with competitors to produce higher technologically innovative product. Second strategy is allocate more resources to R&D and production in smartphone and television. The third strategy is provide training and development for employees to strengthen the segment. In opportunities under QSPM, we choose number 5, 6, and 7 because it related to those strategies. In threats under QSPM, we choose number 2, number 3, then number 9 that related to the strategies. In strength, we choose key factor number 4, 6, 7, and 10. In weakness, we choose number 1, number 4, number 6, and number 10. And the total of attractive score in first strategy is 1.97, second strategy 1.95, and the third strategy got 1.41. The first strategy, which is collaborate with competitors, got the highest score compared to second strategy and third strategy. Then Samsung can implement horizontal integration, which involve merger in specific segment and market with competitors.
Is about implementation and recommendation. For implementation strategy, we suggest a collaboration between Samsung and Apple in the IT and mobile communication segment, particularly focusing on smartphone. This leverage individuals trying to create more technological advanced and innovative product, and also yield synergy that benefit both company and contribute to the industry's advancement. For recommendation, Samsung can pursue a collaboration with its competitors to enhance technological innovation in their product. While Samsung has strong tech expertise and quality product, there is an opportunity to further strengthen their capability through collaboration. The collaboration will be able to overcome their challenge of resource allocation for money and human capital across product line and region. For example, Samsung can collaborate with Apple in specific segment like smartphone. It could optimize resource utilization and improve product line. Lastly, for the conclusion of analysis case study, Samsung operates in a very competitive electronic industry and its brand is respected and is known for its innovative and high-quality manufacturing product. Samsung is also facing intense competition from several other major electronic companies such as Apple, Intel, and LG. Samsung also occupies the most profitable quadrant in several major strategic metrics such as BCG, Space, IE, and Grand Strategy. These analyses collectively suggest that Samsung is strategically positioned for competitive growth and success. Samsung is a strong company with a bright future. The company has some strength that will help them continue to grow and success in the coming year. Samsung also face some challenge and it need to overcome the challenge to maintain its position in the global electronic industry. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.